Well, the day is finally here where we are painting this boat. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I'm so excited. We were putting Jordan to work. He's getting it done. It's been a long process. First, we had to strip all the equipment back off the boat. We installed all that stuff on the dash. We had to take the engine off, all of those types of things, get it completely bare bones. Then we had to go and sand the whole boat so it would be roughed up and the primer would adhere to it. And then we primed the boat. You can see it, some of the difference on the boat right there is Jordan's painting. You can see the primer on there. And then after the primer's on, we're at the last step now, finally, putting the paint on. This boat's gonna look brand new. Jordan, I know you said you primed it, but when I look at this can of primer that we used, the color doesn't really match at all what it is showing on the cap there.
I mean, honestly, I thought the same thing when I was putting it on there, but what I ended up doing some research on it, it's not meant to actually have like a lot of pigment, a lot of paint in there, so to speak. But now when you see you feel it right here, it's primed.
Oh,
it's
definitely,
covered.
yeah.
You're not feeling like these bare metal anymore, like you would have been feeling if I didn't prime.
Right, all those scratches and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they're filled in.
It's just meant to like cover that up and etch that up so that you're not, leaving this bare aluminum to be painted over and then just might peel back off of it later.
Right. Okay. So I mean, it's doing the job, even though it might deceive you in terms of the color.
I was like, man, why is this like a pickle color? This looks awful. It's not pigmenting at all. I thought I maybe wouldn't have to even paint this boat. Leave the primer on there. But no, I was wrong.
Yeah, you definitely have to paint it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're doing this project yourself, don't be deceived or thrown off by the fact that when you put that primer on, it looks like that. That's okay. And it's still working, it's still doing what it's supposed to do. And the paint's gonna go on nice and the boat's gonna be protected. So just be aware of that if you're doing the project yourself.
So we kind of waited to paint this boat till the weather conditions were the most close to perfect we could get. So we've been putting it off for a couple of weeks. We've actually sanded this thing a while ago, got it primed, but then we had to wait till it wasn't super windy, it wasn't cold, it wasn't rainy. Fortunately, we're trying to do this in the middle of April, which all those things happen at least once a day. So we finally found a good day to get this thing painted, and that's what we're trying to do now is get it done before this weather changes again. Yeah, I mean, what I tried to do is do some short, just even strokes back and forth. And you can sit there and hold it down forever trying to get it right, but you're gonna end up with a finish that doesn't look quite right. You're gonna be able to see heavy spots and light spots. So I try to just do even strokes back and forth. I'm no professional painter by any means, but years and years of spray painting has taught me some things.
So I was admiring Jordan's paint technique here. Just the short, like back and forth, horizontal. It's sort of like Karate Kid, like painting the house,
I've never seen it.
What?
Actually, I was stuck in the hotel the other night, and it was on TV, and I was like, I'll never watch this, so I'll watch it. And I'll watch about 30 seconds, and I changed the channel. I wound up watching the Blues Brothers for the 30th time.
You've never seen Karate Kid?
No, never.
What are you doing with your
It's
life?
a lot of references, but I don't get any of them.
All in the wrist.
So if you've been watching our journey with this boat since we picked it up out of that field, you'll remember when the engine was hooked on here, there's this piece of wood that was on here as well, because the hook that the engine, is using to mount onto the boat is wider than the width of the transom. So they had this piece of wood in here to fill in the gap, right? So you can see this piece of old plywood wasn't treated. I'm getting splinters just touching it. Like it wasn't treated, is in poor shape. It's all falling to pieces. This is bad news. I mean, wood and water don't mix. You have to treat it and in order for it to last. So we took this off when we pulled the engine off, unbolted this and everything. And we used this as a template to cut a new piece of wood here. And what we've done is we've treated it, sealed it with resin, We took the time to, measure out even like where these bolts are here. We made those divots there so that this is gonna mount up just perfectly with no gaps against the transom. So this thing, there's a couple coats of resin on here now. No water is gonna penetrate this wood. It'll last longer than the boat probably, but it's gonna fit flush right here. And then we'll be able to bolt the engine on there and it'll fit snug. And so this is gonna be a major improvement. This was liable to fall apart at any moment and you lose your engine in the lake. This, you'll be in good shape for years to come. We've got the outside of the boat painted and now we're gonna move to the inside. We don't have to paint all of the surface. We're just gonna paint all of the inside, like the side panels and around all the edges and corners, because we're gonna be putting down some decking inside of this boat as well to make it look nice and also for better footing and whatnot. We'll also be putting seats in and stuff. So there's some spots where we don't have to like paint it real well, but we do wanna make sure we get around the edges really well so that everything that shows through looks nice and consistent throughout. So Jordan's already gotten started. I'm gonna hop in and help him. Let's make this happen. So just a quick recap for you all, just in case you haven't been following along and watching our other videos, which you totally should be. You should be liking and subscribing to this channel. But we've got a list of all of the videos we've done on this boat in the description below. Anyway, we found this boat in a field. It hadn't been used for 5 years. We weren't sure if it was worth even putting hands on or doing anything to, but we brought it back here, tested the engine, got it to start. We redid the whole dash. We put new steering and control and gauges and all that kind of stuff on there. Now we're fixing it up and making it look nice and giving it a good paint job. And then after that, we're gonna be putting on electrical, put lights on, seats. We're gonna put decking on this thing and make it look really nice and ready for the water. The big question is this kind of project worth it? And we're gonna find that out, but the boat was free. We just found it, and you can find those all over America, people who are just willing to let you have it if you can get it off of their property, or you can find really cheap deals on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. But once you get that, a lot of times when you look at these things and they've been abandoned for a long time, you're like, that's just a piece of junk. It's not worth my time. It's not worth the money I'd have to sink into it. A lot of cases, that's true. The big cost is the engine. That's what you got to figure out first. But a lot of times, a simple paint job, cleaning it up and painting it, that can make a boat that you thought was completely worthless something you're like, maybe there is something here. Maybe it is worth some time. Maybe this is worth salvaging and restoring. So, and particularly in this case, with this aluminum fishing boat, there's no gel coat, there's no fiberglass that you have to worry about fixing or repairing. Aluminum boat, there's not any structural damage here. Just putting a coat of paint on it and immediately the thing looks like it's brand new. It just came from the factory. So with just a little bit of elbow grease and not a lot of investment, you can make this boat look like it's something worth putting some money into and it's worth taking out on the water. Okay, folks, that's it. We've got the boat painted. It's warm out here and sunny, so it's probably drying fast. And we may even do a few little touch-ups here and there around different spots. But overall, boat's painted. It looks great compared to where we found it to today. The thing looks like a brand new boat. And in the next video, it's really gonna come together. We're gonna put the engine back on, put all the connecting components back on, rig it up, get everything back on the console, and then we're gonna put down the new decking, put on lights and seats, and this thing's gonna be ready to take out on the water really soon. So make sure that you're like and subscribe to our channel. Tune in to the next video. And of course, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.